Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I know I haven't been that busy lately. I had so much work, and for December I don't have that many trips planned. I have a lot of trips planned for January and February. But since I live in Prague and it's quite popular city for tourists, I thought maybe today I'm gonna show you around a little bit. I can make more videos, so write me maybe in the comments if you want to make more videos about Prague. But I'm gonna show you today, I'm gonna show you the center and maybe like some nice places to visit and some tourist trap to avoid. At least I will try something. Okay, so let's go and explore my city, Prague. Okay, so hey guys, so I'm now at the Strzelecki Ostrov in like center of Prague. You can see like behind me you can see Charles Bridge. We're of course gonna go there after this one I'm gonna show you like the all major like touristy things from Prague. For example, like behind me there you can see the National Theater. It's like the second one. The first one burned down, and actually people from Prague collected money, at least partly, and contributed to the building of this theater. And this is like one of the few islands which is in the Vltava River. There's a couple more. This one is like, let's say, one of those most famous one. The second one is like Štvanice, but we're not gonna go there. That one is not in the center. It's a little bit more far. Actually, it's a little fun fact. I don't know if anybody's watching Amazing Race, but this place was one of the pit stops actually. There was like one episode was in Prague, and this place was the pit stop. So here I'm gonna make the bit better video of like Charles Bridge. There, if you go a little bit up there, there's a Prague Castle. It's not such a great view from here. It's much better view if you are on one of the bridges. So I'm gonna show you that a little bit later. But now we're gonna go there, and we're gonna go a little bit on the center. I'm gonna show you the Old Town Square, and to there we're gonna walk to Charles Bridge, and so also we'll show you like the old town, and we can go to the castle as well. It's a little bit of a hike. You can always take a tram there, but I'm gonna walk there with you today. So okay, so here I'm gonna continue. Here you can actually see much better view of the castle. It's especially beautiful at night. You can actually check my Instagram. I do have some photos from there. Of course, it's like a lovely day today, so I'm not gonna keep filming till night. Here you have a better view of the National Theater. That's like the old part, and there's like a modern part behind it. I'm gonna show you that maybe a little bit later. There in the back you see it's like kind of like famous coffee place. A lot of like the writers, authors used to meet there, and also during the communist era, also those that like were against the regime, including our like first president Václav Havel, first like Czech president. Okay, good. So we passed Národní třída, and I will show you this. It's like one of those modern arts now in Prague. It's supposed to be head of Franz Kafka, and it's moving. It's like rotating around. Like Franz Kafka was like a famous author. For example, he wrote Trial. He was like originally German, but he was born in Prague. He was living in Prague. It was in 19th century. Also, just some tips if you want to like Hungary. Definitely try this restaurant, Polpo by Kogo, or the other Kogo. There's that one. I don't think I'll have time to show you today. It's a really good restaurant. Maybe to be a little bit, it's like maybe a little bit pricey, but not that expensive. But they actually have a really good Italian food, also pretty good seafood. So even though you're in Prague, you can get good seafood here as well. So now let's go to the Wenceslav Square, and from Wenceslav Square, from down there, we will go down to the Old Town Square. Okay, great. So we made it to Wenceslav Square. It's like really long square. I'm not gonna go all the way top today. There are actually 2 metro stations on the same square. There is one down there. It's called like Mustek Bridge, and then the another one is called Museum. It's all the way up there. So if you're lazy, you can actually take a metro if you want, but it's not that far. But I do have a lot of things to cover today. Also in the back you see the it's kind of far, but it's the statue of the Saint Wenceslav, and behind that that's the National Museum. There normally we do have Christmas markets here. We do have a lot of Christmas markets in Prague, but unfortunately due to COVID, Christmas market were cancelled. We don't have a total lockdown, but the restaurants have to close at 10 p.m. and they're only for vaccinated people and those that had COVID in the past 6 months. It might change a little bit because we do have a new government right now, so let's see how that thing's going. And they're actually more liberal, so actually more things might be open than before. Here is like a straight Cikop that goes to like Náměstí Republiky. This is like the second most expensive street in the center of Prague, behind Pařížská Street. That one you're gonna find all those luxury stores, Gucci, Louis Vuitton, Tiffany, and etc. And this is the street will bring us to the Old Town Square. It's one of the like many roads that can bring us there. Okay, now I'm gonna show you a few tourist scams. For example, this like a candy shop. Don't ever buy anything there because it's like the most expensive candy you're ever gonna buy. Those candies should be made out of gold or maybe even diamonds. It's super expensive. So this like Captain Candy, and there are a couple more like that in center of Prague. So don't ever do anything like that. Like I said, the Christmas markets are cancelled. These are like a permanent market, and those can be open. So that's the main reason. Here, actually, I'm gonna show you one place in Prague. This one, that's where you see the big line. Even though it's in the center, it does have really low prices. It's not some luxury restaurant or something like that, but they do have like typical Czech food, and you can see the prices. It's ridiculously cheap. Just so you know, we don't use euro, you have Czech crowns. For €1 you should get something around 25 crowns, roughly around that. If you get something with like 24.5, 25.5, that's good. If they will try to give you like 20 crowns, which happens in Prague, used to be much worse, but in the last couple of years it got much better. Actually, really thanks to like one person who does like honest guy. That one is weird. That was the main reason it started to change. So it's better, but you're still gonna find those like exchange places. Usually, if you're not sure, pay by card with all the money. I think this is gonna be one of those places. I think one of those places, 100% sure that gonna scam you. They do always have like 0 commission, but the exchange rate is ridiculous. They give like 18, 19, 20 crowns. Sometimes I even seen like 16, 17 euro, which is ridiculous. Also be careful of these ATMs. They will try to force you, actually a lot of the ATMs will do that. They'll try to force you their exchange rate. Always decline. Always decline that and take your bank, otherwise it also sucks. Like I said, another candy shop with try to rip you off, like really crazy rip you off, so stay away from that. See, 100 grams, 120 grams, it's ridiculous, guys. It's ridiculous. It should cost like 30, 20, 30 crowns, something like that. 40, but not 120 crowns. It's almost 5 euros. Ridiculous. So now we're getting to the Old Town Square, and this is one of those pretty famous thing. That's the astronomical clock. Fortunately, it's 12:30, so I'm not gonna wait here like half an hour. Otherwise, every like hour, things like open, and there will be like some statues moving. So if you like, I don't know, want to see it, definitely visit it like at like full hour. Also, like up there, there are like some nice restaurants. Here, the restaurants are usually not the best. Definitely expensive, but it's not like they are like terrible or something like that. So still, it makes sense you want to sit here because it's a nice place. So it's okay. It's okay to have to stop here. It's not like super rip off. Of course, like beer here gonna cost you like 4 euros or something like that, which is a lot for Czech. Definitely. Here, even in center, you can get like even Pilsner beer like 1.6 euros, 1.7. The other Czech beers, which are really good, you're gonna get like 1.3, 1.4 euros on like half a liter on tap. And like I said, you know, we do drink the most beer per capita by far. There is no competition even there. But I know like 4 euros or something like that. It's not much compared to like so many other countries around Europe. So it's okay. It's not that bad. Also, food is not gonna you're gonna pay like in the more fancy restaurant, but it's okay. So show me the rest of the little bit. See the rest of the building. It's like the old city hall. There you see the Christmas. Unfortunately, we don't have a Christmas market. Like I said before, they were here for one day and then they opened, and then the government shut them down one day later. So that was a pretty shitty move. I understand maybe the stop like the restaurants at 10 p.m. I could understand that, but this was like super shitty. So yeah, you can see the rest of the place. How I said that the most expensive street in Prague is like the Paris street. One is the one over there. You're gonna find, you can sort of see the Cartier, and you can see the more and more places. Also, you're gonna see some like, then you can buy something like the Prague ham. It's like, you can get it, sure, but it's also gonna cost you a lot of money. It looks cheap, kinda, or just like okay, but they send you by gram, and they of course give you always like more than you want, and you're gonna pay quite a bit. So be careful with that. And let's go to like I think one of the most narrow street, or maybe if not most narrow, the Charles Street to the Charles Bridge. Oh yeah, that's mostly for the American tourists. We do have a harder cafe here, so if you collecting t-shirts, for example, yes, sure, you can get one from Prague as well. Actually, to be honest, I like the burgers from there, but yeah, it's a bit overpriced, but I like it. But I'm not collecting the t-shirt, I'm not. Yeah, when I was talking about the narrow streets, I was really not kidding. Yeah, the places here are like really narrow. It's been like this part of the town was built like 14th century, some parts even before, so of course it's really narrow. So you can see You can go to the Bethlehem Church, or you can go to Charles Bridge. Then you're gonna go there. Yeah, here you used to have a really weird Apple museum, but thanks to COVID they got shut down because nobody, of course, was going there. So it was weird. You would not expect Apple museum in Prague. Never been, to be honest. So many candy stores, like I have no idea why, to be honest. No idea why. Really don't understand that these people, like tourists, it's only in the touristy places, like candy so much and they don't know the prices. That's the one thing, they usually don't write the price. Many of these places they don't write the price at all. So you just go and then you end up paying like 15 euros for like 3 little things. So that's ridiculous. Of course, here you can get trdelník, like everywhere. It's actually like it's actually quite good. It's not like originally Czech, to be honest, but it's really popular here. Plus in summer they do it with the ice cream, and it's actually pretty cool. I like it. I know some people hate it so much. And it's true, it's everywhere. That's maybe a little bit too much, but otherwise it's okay. And it's not that super overpriced like some other things, so that's okay. For some reason you're gonna find matryoshkas here in Prague, even though it's not Russia. There are a lot of Russians here, but I don't think they go to Prague to buy matryoshkas. So that's always one weird little thing. Okay, so welcome to Charles Bridge. So this is like the oldest like bridge, like made out of like stones. It was built in like 1400 by Charles IV, by like so many things in Prague, Charles University, and etc. etc. Of course, it is really crowded. You can see why. The boat over there, the restaurant, also one of my favorite restaurants in Prague. It's called the Grosseto Marina. I'm gonna keep some link in the description below. It's definitely a good place. Also good Italian food, pizza, and like also really actually good seafood there. So that's the reason to visit. Here behind me you can see the place where we've been before, the Stalecký Ostrov, the island there. Let's look at, of course there's so many like street performers. Some of them can, some of them are banned, but nobody's really checking it, to be honest. Like the artists can be here, but not like those, for example, huge bears and things like that just want to take photo with you. Yeah, there in the background you're gonna see tower. They call it sometimes a little bit Eiffel Tower. It's called like the Petsine viewpoint. Pretty cool place, like nice place to visit. You can have like amazing view of Prague there. But yeah, I'm not going there today. But when you're here, you can go, you can check it. Also, which I can actually recommend, if you're here first time in Prague, you can take a boat trip. It's not expensive and it's nice. Definitely nice. Nice view. There, that side, like where the river is going, It's called Kampa. It is kind of like tiny little bit of like Venice. They call it like this, a little bit of like Venice here in Prague. Some movies were, for example, shot there. Euro Trip. I don't know if you've seen it. It's like there's some funny, funny movies from like mid 2000 about like some Americans traveling to Europe, and it was pretty much everything shot in Prague. That place was Amsterdam, by the way, and of course, like I said, so many people. If you don't want people to come at like 1 AM, it's gonna be fine. Or actually, that I hope will never happen again. Last year when COVID started, nobody was here. Like really, it was a ghost town. There was like 3 people on the bridge. I never experienced that. Maybe at like really 2, 3, 4 AM. But I was crossing like once or twice in my life. To the end of the Charles Bridge, and we're gonna go to like the oldest part, Mala Strana. And we're gonna go to the castle. Plus I'm gonna show you actually the parliament of Czech Republic. One of the houses, the lower house, the more the more important one, because we have the Chamber of Deputies and the Senate, and we are parliamentary democracy, not presidential. So we do have a president, but president doesn't have much power. To be honest, thank God, because our president is the worst one we could actually have. Fortunately, he can run again, and next year we do have an election. So next year, but in January 2023 we do have an election. So that's really, I'm really happy, super happy about that. Okay, so we made it at Malostranské náměstí. You can of course take a tram here. There's like, I don't know, 3, 4 trams coming here. And let's see around. Of course, another church. We do have so many churches here, but we are the most atheist country in Europe, and like 2nd or 3rd most atheist in the world. But we do have a lot of churches. You just don't go there. And the building behind that, like the yellow-green building, and this one, that's the parliament, that's the Chamber of Deputies of Czech Republic. So that's where the government sits, or at least the chamber. Then there are another more buildings. Senate is down there, but we're not going to the Senate building today. Maybe if you would be interested, I can do it some other time. And now I'm gonna take a little bit of hike and go to the castle. Okay, so I'm on my way to the castle. But in this street, you can see, like in this part of the town, you're gonna see a lot of embassies. For example, here you got the Italian embassy, and then down there you got like a Romanian embassy. It's like special for my like Romanian friends, because I did spend this year like 5 months in Romania, so I think they're gonna appreciate it. Okay, so we're getting close to the castle. Yeah, this is it's like the shortest route if you want to come to the castle. Now the best one is take a tram, walk. That one actually, like taking public transport here in Prague, it's I think the best. Like metro, trams, works perfectly. It's not expensive. It's gonna cost you like €4.50 per day, per 24 hours, not a day, but the full 24 hours. Then if you just need like for one, it's like €1.2, €1.4 for like 90 minutes. So it's pretty good. Goes really on time. So definitely the best. Don't use normal taxis. Try to use Uber or Bolt, or actually you can install like the cheapest taxi.cz or Lifttag or the app. Don't take those from the street, because some of them will try to rip you off, and even if not, it will be much more expensive. Here we have a Starbucks. I think the Starbucks with the best view in the world, in my opinion. So you can check the Prague from here. And there's a US embassy. It's one of those nicest one in the world. So they use them in a lot of commercials actually. So let's check the castle, and then actually might have actually go to Starbucks and finish the video there. But let's check the castle a little bit. Okay, cool. So I made it to the security control. Since actually president stays here, there is security control. It's not that it's super tough like in the airport, but you do have to go through the metal detector. So it takes a little bit of time. So here on the first part, and now I'm gonna go to like the St. Vitus Cathedral. I'm not gonna go inside, there's gonna be a line, but you can check it. Also, if you want, there is another entrance over there. It's if you go from that side, it's much quicker. So maybe if there would be such a big line where I came from, you can go there. But the line took like 10 minutes, 5-6 minutes, so that was totally okay. So here you can go for here is the St. Vitus Cathedral, and apparently today is closed. I think you can get to like the game entrance, you can get it for free, otherwise then you have to pay. Or if you want, you can actually go like for the church service, so then you're gonna be there for free. But I don't know, I have no idea how much it costs. I haven't been there in ages, so I don't know. I will just show it to my friends. They went. Like once you live in Prague for years, you don't go like here. So here's another part. That's actually, I think this part is actually President lives. Even though he's at some other place right now. That's why the president flag wasn't there. He's in really bad condition, so he's not in Prague. He was actually in the hospital until like 3 weeks ago. So here you can see another part of the St. Vitus Cathedral. And you can see it's not the only church. Here you can have some drinks. You're in a castle, so yes, it's gonna be expensive, but you're gonna pay I think like €5 for beer, 5 maybe 6. So yes, it's gonna be more expensive, of course. But okay, you are at a Prague castle, so what to expect? For for example, you can see this place is actually pretty big. Prague Castle is the biggest castle in the world by like sheer size. Not like one building, but the sheer size of a Prague Castle. Entire place, it is the biggest and the largest in the world. Because you have to count gardens. Now I'm gonna go to the Golden Street. I'm not gonna go there, but that was the street where all like the merchants were living and having their shops. There's usually line. I think you have to pay like 8 euros, 10 euros for the entrance, something like that. But I think if you've never seen it, it's worth visiting. And it's going this way. Yeah, if you go this way. Yeah, here you buy the tickets. And there you go. That's like that's the Golden Street. So definitely, if you're here, if you've never been there, of course, visit. It's actually pretty nice. And like first time thing, I think I would say it's worth the pay for sure. Okay, so we made it to the another entrance. The gardens are actually right behind us. You can go there from the Golden Street. Like I say, you can see there is another security check over here. So yeah, so here you have another view of Prague. Actually down there, like I said, I'm not gonna show you the Senate. That's actually there, down there. Those are like the Senate gardens, and a little bit on the right, that's actually the Senate, the upper chamber of Czech Parliament. Okay, so this is the end of that little tiny tour of Prague Castle. You can spend, of course, much more time here, but I just wanted to show you, like from the outside, some stuff, and definitely come visit and then watch it for yourself. Here is the exit. Used to be also an entrance, but now it's just the exit because you have to go to security check right now. See the Czech flag, you see the EU flag. Oh, I can see the president might be here actually because the flag is on. Okay, yeah, you can see the guards. I actually took a video of changing of the guards. It was a little bit from the far, but you can check it. So I decided to skip the coffee. I was a kind of big line, not many places to sit. So I'm gonna end this video here. If you liked it, give it a thumbs up and subscribe. And if you want like more videos from Prague, write me in the comments and actually write me what you would want to see. Like I can make some video also about, I don't know, some good restaurants here in Prague, what to do here if you don't want to be like too touristy. Also like beach bars and the clubs are nice because Prague is actually really good like a party scene as well, because it's not so expensive here compared to some other places in Europe. So definitely do it. Write in the comments and I'll see you next time.